Look at this. That's just one little pile in many piles. We're talking about acres and acres of trash, tires, lumber, you name it, all illegally dumped in South Memphis. In fact, it's so much you can see it on a satellite camera.
Of course, all of this comes after earlier this week, we told you about 1,000 tires lining the side of the road on North Highland Street as it crosses over the Wolf River. Well, these tires were put there by volunteers who pulled them out of a floodplain, and the city has since come and picked them all up. But just this afternoon, our crews found a dead dog wrapped in trash bags, freshly dumped in the same spot where these tires were. Now, the site we're about to take you to, though, is among the largest, mind you, that we, in fact, have ever seen.
What is wrong with people? Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu was live in South Memphis. Jack, of course, a lot of people are fed up. I mean, this is where they live. They're proud of their area. And they say this has been going on for years. They want it stopped.
What is wrong with people indeed? Years and years, and it just keeps getting worse. Take a look at this pile behind me. You see all the usual furniture, tires. There's even a pair of jeans up there. And when you're driving past this area here, just south of downtown, this is what it looks like between several of these abandoned industrial buildings in the area.
It's just sad. I ain't never seen Memphis look like this.
Though the site may look like your run-of-the-mill illegal dumping area from the road, if you take a look over the wall of garbage at the front of the abandoned buildings, you'll see piles of debris covering the whole lot. There's so much trash, it was even picked up on satellite images from Google Earth. Most of what we saw were piles of charred wood, plus some car bumpers thrown between decaying buildings.
When I first come down here, it was so nice and clean, and now it's just, ooh. It's just something else.
Josephine Jackson's lived in her home on East Bodley Avenue for 70 years. She takes pride in her home, but the situation just a block up the road has her losing pride in her neighborhood.
Ooh, for a pretty good while, for about 2 or 3 years, maybe longer.
Jackson says she's called 311 more times than she can count, but as soon as crews come pick up some of the garbage, more replaces it.
Garbage and it's just everything. It's all that, and they come and dump it. They look at you and they dump it on there. They don't care if you see them.
Now, we reached out to the city to see how many complaints they've gotten about this situation, whether there's any plan to deal with those trash piles or the abandoned, decaying buildings. A spokesperson said they'd need some time to look into it. Now, coming up at 10, we'll tell you why neighbors say this is more than just an eyesore. It's a risk to life and limb. Daryl?
Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu live in South Memphis. Jack, thank you. Well,